Kind of a funny story. When we first went to Italy and I was with the people that I was living with, none of us had tried Nutella before. I don't know how we all missed it. But none of us had tried it. And so it literally became like cocaine. I mean, it literally was because I don't know like if this is true or not, but from what I've heard Italians say is that, and I believe it, like it makes, it's pretty reasonable to believe that like the type of Nutella that they have over there is different than the sort of manufactured stuff that we have here, even though theirs is manufactured well. It's just, it's a different formula, at least at the time it was. And so I mean, I had never tasted, I didn't even know what Nutella was. And some of my housemates, like they had tasted Nutella before, but it was like the American version. And I mean, it literally was like for the first like 3 weeks. I mean, it got to the point where someone in my house asked, like, can we put this on broccoli? Because it's that good. I mean, like, I mean, we had just become obsessed with it, but it's, you know, it was just so funny that, you know, this little thing in this little jar that's really bad for you, but really good, had just become like such a part of our household. And so I think any way that you can sort of, you know, incorporate anything that is locally inspired. And again, it doesn't just have to be food, but I think that depending on where you're traveling, that can be a huge part of it. Now, I know it's a little bit different if you're coming to a place like the US, with the exception of my original home territory of the southern US, where food, again, is a huge part of the culture. Not so much in places like where I live now, like California, where people just, you know, are all vegan and all of that stuff. And, you know, it's, everyone has kind of their own different thing. But if you go to the southern US in particular, food is going to be a big part of it. Whereas if you go to other parts of America, you know, there may be something else that is a huge part of the culture. But wherever you are, you definitely want to embrace what that is and try and incorporate it in little ways. Like I said, whether it's weekly or you just do something once a month, where it's like you're really trying to incorporate the culture of wherever you're going to be studying so that you can enhance that adventure of your experience even more.